Morning. Now, I had an email from a friend asking me if I would mind looking at how they had converted a recipe to Thermomix. So I thought this would be a really good example. I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm doing this for you guys, and I'm helping him. So what I would generally say when you're converting to Thermomix, if your recipe is in cups or whatever, I would make the recipe and I would have the piece of paper. I've got a piece of paper here, um, right next to me. And when I'm putting the cups in, I've got the scales on and I weigh whatever it is going in. So I don't have to put cups, I can put grams. And liters and grams are interchangeable in this environment. So you can do that as well when you're, if it's a cup of water, you just weigh it and it'll be, whatever it is, mils or grams, whatever. So that's all cool. The other thing I would say when you are putting a recipe in and called converting it to Thermomix is have a look for a similar recipe on Cookie Dough already. So this is a simple sugo recipe, apparently. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to go onto Cookie Dough. We'll look for a simple sugo recipe. I'll have a look at it, but there's a couple of ways that we can go from there. So I'm going to share my Cookie Dough with you. All right. So I'm going to go in here, remembering that the website is a little bit different to your app. So everything is down the bottom on your app. So I'm going to put down sugo. What does it come at? Oh, sago, sugar, sugo sauce. No. All right. Let's go tomato sauce. Tomato pasta sauce. There we go. Just going to have a look at this and see if it's anything like similar to what I have been given. So you can see with this recipe, you can scale it. So if you want 800 grams, you're on here. So have a look at this brown onion. If I go that, I've now got 60 grams of brown onion and half a garlic clove. If I go to this, I've got 180 grams and 2 garlic cloves. All right, so I'll just leave it on here at the moment. So brown onion, yeah, garlic is in there as well. Actually, this looks more like this. So because it's one brown onion, garlic, okay. There's carrots in there. There's tomatoes in there. Sugar, olive oil, basil, parsley. Okay, so what I would absolutely do if I wanted to make this my own, I could add notes here, or I can go in here and in my three dots, I can go add to created recipes. So we'll do that now, and I'll show you this way of doing it. So let's have a look and see what's changed in here. So whenever you're putting something in, even you're importing, so we've got all this, what we actually need to do is we're going to edit this because when we go onto the screen, if it says brown onion, we don't know how much brown onion, we don't know how many garlic cloves, we don't know how much olive oil, all right? So, and there are tools that we can use in created recipes to fix that. So first of all, I'm actually going to look at the ingredients and see how they match up. So 180 grams of brown onion. Honestly, if I was doing that, I'd say that's a brown onion, no problems. So we've also got 2 garlic cloves, olive oil. We've got olive oil, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Oh, I don't know what a tablespoon is. I'm just going to Google that. It's a tablespoon in mils. I'm sure some of you know that already. Tablespoon in mils. 14 mils. Well, that's not much though. That's actually less than that. So what I can do here, I can edit this, and that is saying, so I'm going to say that's 30 grams of olive oil. That's done. Now he's put 2 cans of tomatoes, so I'm going to edit that as well. Whoops. Here I'm going to go, so that's 800 grams. 800 grams. Sugar, he's got 1 teaspoon. So I've done that. Sugar. So we're just doing 1 teaspoon. Okay. What else have we got down here? Basil leaves, yeah, and he's got parsley. Okay, let's go 7 to 12. It's got a small handful of fresh parsley. So I'm just going to actually just do what he's got. Let's go 4 sprigs fresh basil leaves. That's done. We're going to go 4 sprigs parsley leaves. That's done. And the other thing he's got in here is 1 carrot. 1 carrot, roughly chopped. Okay. So what I can do from here is I can change the order of the ingredients. Ooh, not sure why that's happening. Anyway, I'm going to push this up here because it actually needs, just going to, okay, all right. Whew, don't like the wobbles. But I want that up near the garlic cloves and the, let's just see if I can move it again. I can. Up here. You're going to go up there? Yes. All right. So now I've got my brown onion, I've got my carrot, my garlic cloves all together. So my ingredients are all there exactly as asked. Then I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go here. Oh, edit this. Oh, why aren't you doing? Why is that doing that? I need to edit in here. It's going to go done, and I'm actually going to, no. So now I'm going to go do this. No, and I'm going to, sorry, just bear with me. It's always, I don't do them all the time. So I'm going to get rid of this. So I'm going to go and I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to go place ingredient, the onion. I also want to weigh in carrots. There it is. And here I want to, oh, come on. I don't want to confirm that. I want to keep editing. Let's just go. And here we go. Two garlic cloves into the mixing bowl. And then we're going, so it's 5 seconds speed, 5. Chop. Hit this. 5 seconds speed, which I can't see because it's further down. Speed 5. Okay. All right. Okay, so you can see now I've got the weight of the onion. Honestly, it's just a big onion. 1 carrot roughly chopped and 2 garlic cloves. 5 seconds speed 5. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is edit this next thing. All right, so we're going to scrape down this. Well, that's all right. Soda, that's all cooking. That's absolutely fine. Don't know editing there. So this one I've got to add here. Gonna get this. Sorry, I know it's a bit time consuming, but it actually is a bit time consuming. Add 800 grams of crushed tomatoes. Yep. What else have I put down there? The sugar's got to go in. So I'm going to pop in sugar. What else have I got to? I'm going to get rid of that basil a second. sugar, the salt. Then we want to make sure we've got the basil back in. Basil back in. And lastly, that parsley and the parsley leaves. All right. Okay. So what I've done there, I have moved so that all that's in one section, and now we're going to cook it. And the reason I do this is because we go down the screen on the TM7. It's best to have this in a different, might not have done that at the top. No, I've got to do that at the top too. So cook 22 minutes, 100 degrees, serve hot. Okay. So I've got to come back here and I've got to fix this up into mixing bowl. Chop. Okie doke. So I do that. All right. So now I've got the tomato pasta sauce. It's going to take that sort of time. So just checking, I've got my brown onion, I've got the amount of brown onion, I've got the amount of carrot, the amount of garlic cloves. It's going to chop for 5 seconds on speed 5, scrape down, and then saute. Then I'm going to add the tomatoes. I could just go put 2 tins of tomatoes, 1 teaspoon of sugar, the salt, 4 sprigs basil leaves. I could probably put pepper in there. Cook 22 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 2. All right, so I'm going to click done. And then I'm actually going to send it. I'm going to go cook today. And we're going to have a little look at it. I'm going to get out of stop sharing. Okay. And I'm going to look at it on the screen. I'm going to find it on the screen, my week. And we'll just have a little look and see how it works on the screen. It's always really good to check that. Okay, I found it on my week. So I have to excuse the mess around me. We are living in a very small space. Let's get this in front of you. Okay. All right, so I think you should be able to see that okay. So we're just going to look at it through. This is in Creative Recipes. I should show you actually where that is. So I'm just going to go back to the home screen. So on the home screen, you come down. We've got the little book here. We've got created recipes at the top. Where are you? Not sure why it's not showing that up there. It will come up there unless it's further down. I don't think so because they're normally... Anyway, it'll turn up. All right, it'll get there. I don't know if actually I just put done. I don't know if I saved it. Anyway, let's go back into my week, which is also here. Oh, no, it's not. Where are you? My week. And no, up here, up here, up here. Okay, so this is a created recipe, so it looks a little bit different. So I'm going to go start. Enjoy cooking this recipe, yes. So it's asking me to take the lid off. Take my lid off. All right. So I've got the 180 grams. It will weigh the 180 grams of onion in there. So I tick that off, the carrot and the garlic cloves. Next, chop 5 seconds, speed 5. So as long as I've got the lid back on again, I'm obviously going to skip this, but you would just hit the green arrow, skip that, scrape down the sides of the bowl, and then you're going to cook. It's set up there 7 minutes, 120 degrees, speed 1. Oh, yeah, that should work. Skip. Then we take the lid off. We weigh all those things in. In. Next. Cook 22 minutes. There we are, 22 minutes. And 100 degrees, speed 2. So that will do that. And there we go, all done. Finish. You've done your recipe. All right, so it's really, really important to check that on your screen after you put it in, because if you're missing a step or you haven't put the amount of ingredients in, that's what I did to begin with. And it's really easy to do that. You think you've got the ingredients sorted because they're in an ingredient list, but they are, if you haven't adapted that, the method, then you won't know. You'll get on that screen, you go, well, how much onion or how many garlic cloves, etc., etc. So that's super important. Whilst we're here, I just want to show you one other really quick and easy thing, which is really cool. So let me just go back to the screen here. Okay. Now I'm just going to find a recipe to put in. Let's go explore. I'm not going to make it, but I'm going to put this Black Forest cake in. I'm going to go Black Forest cake. Oh, actually, yes. And I'm going to hit this. Oh, I can go see send to TM7. I'm going to go send to TM7 and you watch. There it is. Comes straight up on the screen there, ready to go. How cool is that? All right, that's it for this morning. I hope that's helpful. You can import recipes like that from Cookie You can put your own in, and you can also import from the recipe community, which is the thermomixrecipecommunity.com.au. You can sign up and you can add your own recipes to the recipe community if you want to, or you can just browse the recipe community. The recipes on there are like people like me who've put recipes up there, and so they're not triple tested like they are with Thermomix, put it that way. They're usually pretty good, but you know, up to you. So you can import from there, you can put your own recipes in, and you can import from Cookie. Have a good weekend.